All right, market review. On the ES, you can see a clear breakout. I'm looking at the chart in the upper left-hand corner. We have a breakout, follow through test. On the test, there was a wave reversal for 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4, 5 days over here. Why did it do that? It's really simple. It just had a break and test. That's how the market works. It's just when it's trending, that's what happens. You just break and test, and that's what happens. This is not. Okay, the next market here is the bonds. I mentioned that you had that clean breakout here with follow through, and then it took out the second high, and you have basically 9% done in 12 days. Guys, this is something very significant here. This is very significant. You want to watch the pullbacks and see what's going on. This market is broken right here, the Bitcoin. It's difficult to make sense of it. It's just weak. Finally, on the dollar, the breakdown, that's the breakout, and it's channeling down, which is good if you're short or you want to go long the euro or the pound. So this is really, this thrust is the biggest on the chart, and it had follow through and more follow through and pull back once, but don't be surprised if it pulls back again and gives us up thrust. It's pretty clear, really clear. And you can really see that there's not a lot of juice on the pullback. You just go right here. It's just downwards. Anyway, this market here, I thought it was going to go, but someone sold the breakout pretty aggressively. This wave was the biggest in 17 waves, and just got sold off. Now for the indexes, we see clear 7% done in 7 days, 8% done. So, the SPY is pretty strong, holding the breakouts. Same thing with IWM. IWM had a retest. And last move was 9% done in 4 days, so not bad. The Dow is absurdly strong, so it took out the high while the others didn't, so that's important information. And this transports as well, very strong, but the Dow is just taking out the highs, so something's up here. Anyway, mid cap, same picture. Qs I think are setting up for the rally, and I'll explain why in a bit. All right, so over here you have Apple. Here is what I'm interested in. You see over here you had a very nice reversal and you had this sideways action. The question is this absorption? Is this right here absorption? Because this up, down, down movement coming from this, it looks like it's holding. And it looks like it's trying to take out this prior high here. So Apple, we're going to wait to see if they can absorb and break this area. Second is Amazon. Amazon is broke, test. After the test, pulled back some. Microsoft also is showing some strength. So they already took out mid-channel, so now I'm going to try to take out the top. This rally here is the biggest in 16. This rally is pretty big, and 16% rally from this low. So it tried to spring, tried to break down, reversed it, and rallied 16%. So something's up. Let's see. Even this one here is 14% move. This swing on Apple is 14%. And that's the biggest since the break. You see, you have pullback on 3%, 8%, 7%, 4%, 7%, then 13%. That was your rally. And it broke out, but then it got sold. Did a spring, I think. And then now it's going up on 14% in 7 days. And the pullbacks are only 4% and 3%. That is, I mean, if you're looking for a turn, so far so good. All right? Just needs to have a thrust above that high and be ready to go. And same with Microsoft. It's having these two markets. You can clearly see there's some type of holding action here. So what was it doing here? Was it absorbing? Is it trying to break out? 16% done in 5 days. Look at Google. I mean, look at this. Look, it went up 20% in 8 days. So after it went down 20, it went up 20, held, and now it's trying, I think they're all trying to absorb this area, because this area is where the break occurred, like the selling came from this area, and they're unable to really break. So we're going to see if they're unable to push down. And NVIDIA is showing a lot of strength. Break, test, reversal. Tesla, not so much. Meta, also a little bit weird. Look at this. This down move is 35%. I don't know. That's pretty significant. From, was it 1025? From 1025, it went from like 137-ish down to 88, like almost 90. 35% drop, and then rallied 35%. So something's up. The key ones to watch are Apple and Microsoft. Of course, NVIDIA, you know, semiconductors are a little bit crazy. Anyway, they're going. All right, let's move to the next. So again, we know that tech is weak, but if you take a look at what's going on in XLK, see there's a breakout and they're holding this. So the question is it going to break? And it's above that mid band and has a breakout above it and holding it. So I like that. Healthcare is just going crazy. Take a look at MRK. I think a lot of pressure coming from MRK and some from Lilly and some other, I think mRNA as well, Moderna. Materials here showing strength. Significant strength. Pulled back. Same with industrials. Materials and industrials really, you know, doing quite well. Financials, broke tests coming from Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. Here, the breakout here, the consumer staples continue. I mean, the staples, let's see where this strength is coming from, but you could see that only consumer discretionary is weak. And XLE looks like it might have had a spring, but the weakness is coming from XLE. Other than that, you've actually gaining strength here in the tech. Healthcare, it's all right. Materials, industrials, somewhat financials, even staples. So consumer discretionary, I think that's because of Amazon, and I think if I'm not sure if I'm correct or not, but I think it's from Amazon and Tesla. I think Tesla is actually in the consumer discretionary sector. So yeah, definitely want to keep an eye up on technology because they're going to follow suit. All right, so now time to take a look at where the strength is coming from. We'll take a look at XL. We'll take a look at healthcare first. So Moderna. So yeah, I just added some relative strength just to give a number. His monthly relative strength, obviously Moderna going crazy. Yeah, the breakout test, breakout. Now it didn't get tested yet, but don't be surprised if it comes back down to test and then flies. Look at the relative strength; it's pretty significant. ISRG also intuitive surgical. You have a breakout there, and then the sideways action. It's still stronger than the SPY. And again, Amgen as well, also stronger than SPY, breakout and testing. The ones that are testing, it would be a good idea to take a look at the bases they're following. See if they're springing or they're making bases. MRK. Let's get rid of all this. MRK, look at this strength upon strength. I mean, I don't know what's going on here, but it's just it looks like it's getting ready to pull back some, but this is really strong. Holy cow. CVS not that much. Gilead also really strong. All these markets are really strong because the sector is strong. Abbott not that much, and J&J not that much. But you could tell from Gilead, Merck, Gilead and Merck, they're continuing in markup. The others are, it seems like it paused. It seems they might be reaccumulating. There's some type of bullish consolidation going on, or pullback consolidations going on in Moderna, ISRG, Amgen, and I think that's about it. All right, that's all I'll cover for today. Thank you. Have a good day.